This is pre-match analysis of the match between Manchester United and Fulham Football Club. Billed to start on Friday, 16th August 2024. And the start time is 8 p.m. in the evening, West African time. The match is going to kickstart the English Premier League of 2024-25 season. It is important we see whether there is a change in pattern of MANU or change in pattern of Fulham and the standard of the game that is going to be. MANU has done a surgical operation on their team by bringing in new signings. First, we have Zeski, we have Euro. The Euro is injured, which is a central defender. The MANU have recently signed Delete Mazzari as their defense pair that is going to uplift the MANU defense department. The defense department of MANU was very weak last year, and that led to MANU conceding a lot of goals as much as they have scored. And this year is expected that MANU defense is going to be watertight. So for the Friday game, it's expected that MANU lineup from the defense, it will be watertight. You have Martinez and Delete pair at the center of the defense, Mazzari at the right side of the defense, while Diego Dalot will be on the left side of the defense. Coming to the midfield, you have Kobe Manu as the defensive midfielder versus as well as Casemiro also will play as a defensive midfielder, while Bruno Fernandes, which is the captain of the team, will float in the middle of the defense, setting up the attack for Zeski, and Garnacho will be on the left-hand side of the attack, while Ahmed Diallo will be on the right side of the attack. And this will complete the attacking formation of a MANU team. And it's expected that MANU is going to change pattern of play. Last year was a kind of build-up from defense, tiki-taka and all that, which is not the traditional pattern of MANU. But with the last Community Shield game between Manchester United and Manchester City, we have seen a transformation of logical play from tiki-taka to free-flowing football. Beat from the back, move the ball fluently at the middle, create chances at the attack, using the wing play with a connector at the middle. And that is how MANU has been playing. And the moment it was changed, the pattern was changed to tiki-taka, MANU started following them. But now MANU is coming back to the original Old Trafford pattern, which is start from the defense, flow the ball at the middle, make use of the wings, connect to the attacker, and that's all. Bang, a goal comes in. And then fast play, not delaying tactics and all that. We play counter-attack as well. We don't play for draw. MANU don't play for draw before. And the new signings and the new arrangement, the new pattern, you are going to see a different MANU based on the signings they have made. The game of Friday is going to be very interesting. You know, Fulham is also a very strong team, very logical team, and very defensively and attacking. They can trouble your defense. And so Fulham is going to be an acid test for the new defenders that MANU has signed on Friday. From Friday, you start seeing the direction of the EPL for to 2025 season, which is beginning on Friday. We are going to size up what MANU can play with these surgical operations about the players. All the weak and lazy players, most of them have left MANU. FULHAM also have some logical operations that can change the way of play of last season to this season. And we already know that FULHAM is a team to beat. FULHAM is not easily defeated. FULHAM has a very solid team, and FULHAM any day, anytime is an acid test for any team in Premier League. And so we are going to see it on Friday. The acid test that will be on MANU. We test MANU to see whether there is a change in football play of MANU or it is still MANU of last season. But we expect that the changes in the key departments of the game of the team of MANU, we expect a different approach, a different pattern, a different logic of football of Old Trafford. Now, let us look at each player. Mazzari, from the previous games, we have seen that he's a solid defender and he can score. He has scored a lot of goals in Bayern Munich and in other clubs that he has played. And Delete is a very solid center back. We have been missing a solid center back. In fact, at a point, MANU did not have a solid center back at all. No single one. It was just experimental. At any point in time, every game you see different players at the center back. Every game, due to a lot of injuries and also lack of player backup at the defense line. It is important that for you to have a solid defense throughout the season, throughout the league season. For each department, right back, left back, the two defenders, middle defenders, should have at least one backup or two backup. Then you can talk of having a solid defense. That was lacking in MANU last year, and we saw that MANU conceded a lot of goals, more than the goals they scored in the last season Premier League. And from now we can see that MANU will have barely injuries. We have a backup for each of the departments of their team. Whether in the attack you have Hojlong, you have Zeski, and you have the 17-year-old new signing. So you have three. And then if you go to the wings, you have at least two players as backup to Garnacho, to Ahmed Diallo, because you still have Rashford, and you have so many other players that can back up the wing play. Then at the midfield, we already have a packed Mount is there, Bruno Fernandes is there, Casemiro is there, MANU is there, Eriksen is there, and other will have a full pack of midfield. And then when you come to defense has been fixed to some extent. Now we are going to see a test. I see test on Friday, and the match is about 8 p.m. on Friday. We are going to see we are going to see what 2024-25 season will bring onto the table with all the spending of dollars, millions of dollars on players, with all player upgrade, with all team upgrade of various teams. We expect to see a higher standard of EPL, Premiership League competition this season. So we MANU are optimistic after spending more than $100 million to recruit some key players to fill the holes that were created last year in various departments. There was a deep hole at attack that has been plugged. There was a deep hole at the defense. In fact, double holes at the defense. The double holes have been now blocked, and then there was a disconnect between the defensive midfielder, the defensive midfielders, the midfielders, and the attack. But you are told, man, you have fixed that. There is a clear connection between the defense and the midfielders as well as the attack. What we expect to see, the measure of the success of the surgical operation of Manchester United this year will be based on conceding less goals and Onana keeping clean sheets. These are the key performance indicators that we are going to look at in 2024-25 season. From there, we'll be able to know whether the money so far spent has improved these KPIs. More clean sheet by Onana, less goals conceded. MANU should, among the 20 teams, be a team that considered is expected to be one of the teams that will have the least goals conceded. Then going to the attack, is expected that chances created by the midfielder for the attackers should be, at least each of the midfielder will be rated based on the number of chances created. And those chances created is also a KPI for MANU. This last year, chances were never created at all, and that's why goals were not scored. So we're going to see as a KPI number of chances created by the midfielders and number of chances converted by the attackers. We want to see a ratio of conversion to goal vis-a-vis total chances created. And this is going to form part of the KPIs. And the final KPI is expectation that top 4 will be guaranteed by MANU, and they can also now focus to even chase the league to see whether they can win the league. But the first criteria for the KPI is to be on top 4 from 10th position of last year. It look at top order, but based on the surgical operations that MANU has done, we expected that top 4 should not be too difficult for MANU. And the second KPI is, after achieving top 4, during the course of the league, they should not start focusing on taking the league title. Thank you very much. It is a pre-analysis of Friday match, Premier League opening match that is going to be very, very interesting. Razif, thank you for joining. Ibukun, thank you for joining. Please invite others from our subsequent videos, because basically, as the Premiership is starting, most of my videos will be based on the pre-match analysis and the analysis during the course of the game and the post-match analysis. As we go on, it will not just be on Manchester United matches alone, but focus will be on Manchester United matches, Arsenal matches, Man City matches, Liverpool, and some Aston Villa, and any middle table club that has that did surgical operation during the rest period and have stepped up into 2024-25 season with a higher goal and with good display of football and good transformation and transition from mid-table to the upper chamber of the table. we can also point it out and analyze how they are transiting from mid-table to the upper chamber of the table. And that will be our goal, looking at teams that are improved drastically from their last result of 2023-24 season, and teams that are dropping form from upper chamber to lower chamber or to middle chamber. When I mean middle chamber is mid table. Sorry. Then the lower chamber is the relegating zone chamber, and we'll be more concerned with the top chamber football clubs during my analysis, which is Manchester City, Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Tottenham, Hotspur, the Spurs, and maybe Brighton and some other good clubs, Newcastle, that may surprise everybody this coming season. What we need is a good competition. A lot of people love EPL, and it's because of the competitiveness of the league that makes the EPL standard, that makes the EPL have a lot of followership, and therefore we expect the standard to keep on increasing. We shouldn't expect only good football between only 4 teams. We expect good football at least 10 to 15 teams out of 20. Then we can enjoy it. Thank you for Seviat for joining. Subsequently, we'll be looking at different review of most teams that have carried out a surgical operation to raise the standard of play of their team and also to become more competitive. And that is what we viewers, we fans, we followers who are looking forward to for 2024-25 season, to see more competition, more aggression. Football is about 0 or 1. If you don't score, your best result is a draw, goalless draw. Goalless draw is a result that is pointing you down to mid-table, because you are not going to register, goal difference you will not be there, point you will not have. Goalless score is just 1 point. So if we're not scoring goals, the possibility of you finishing above 10th position is difficult. You'll be below 10th position, 13, 14, 15, and down to relegation. So football is about 0-1. 0, either you lose the game, 0-0 draw. But once you start scoring 1 goal at least in every match, you are going to be competitive. Because every match, if you are playing a team knows that for them to win you, they must score more than 1 goal. And so once a team plays itself that for every match in the Premier League, we must score a goal, you are well respected, because for any team that fails to score, definitely you win that game because you are going to score. So it's better for a team to be, instead of being at 0, it should be at 1. There are just 2 things to consider in football, 0 or 1. Either you are on 1 pedestal or on 0 pedestal. Most teams that are on 0 pedestal are from that 8, 9, 10 to 28th position, because many games they don't score. So if you don't score, you can't get points. If you don't score, you can't get a positive goal difference. And therefore, but teams that are from 6th, 5th to topmost position, you are guaranteed that when you are playing them, it is guaranteed that they will score a goal, at least 1 goal. And so if you cannot score them, that means you are going to lose. As simple as that. So we expect more goals in this new EPL season. We expect a lot of good defense tackles. We expect free-flowing football at the middle. We expect chances to be created. The essence of football is to score. So we expect chances to be created and we expect good conversion rate in all the teams in EPL. Thank you for listening. If anything somebody wants to add to this discussion, is free to do so, or else we end this pre-analysis of the opening game between Manchester United and Fulham. Thank you.